Hello everyone. There's a blog post that's just went up. Firstly, hope you're all having a good day and everything. And it's called 5 Myths About Fruit Consumption You Should Stop Believing. And it's published in the Medical Daily website. So we're going to go through that. Written a little blog post. If you'd prefer to read that, you can go to fruitfest.co.uk and read the blog post. So it starts off, first myth, frozen fruits are less nutritious than fresh ones. And I would tend to, they saying that's a myth, but they actually then go on to say that frozen fruits have less nutrients. So it's not really a myth. But pardon me, but it is a bit of a myth that that means they're bad for you or that you shouldn't have them. Like if that's what you've got available to you, then you should have the frozen fruit. But it does have less nutrients or it's less available or whatever. So that's not technically a myth. The second thing, fruits are best consumed on an empty stomach. So a lot of people say that, especially in even people that are encouraging people to eat more fruit and raw vegans and stuff. And they're saying that there's no actual studies to confirm this or that it can cause digestion problems. And I would agree with that. Fruit doesn't cause digestion problems. But I think what we're trying to say is that when someone has a full stomach of whatever food and then fruit comes in, that people can feel like they're having some kind of digestive problem, and it's not really the fruit, it's the other things in their stomach. So I think that's the point we're trying to make. And I would still advise that you probably should eat fruit before meals and on an empty stomach, unless you just can eat a small amount, in which case it's not a problem. Number 3, people who have diabetes can't eat fruits. So it's great that they've put that out there. That's absolutely a myth for sure. And if you look at any of the diabetes websites, diabetes charity websites, they all say the same thing. Eat more fruit, basically, to avoid diabetes. Number 4, drinking fruit juice is just as healthy as eating fruit. I don't really think that's a myth because I don't think anyone actually believes that. So it's a funny one to bring up. But they go on to say that, that the store-bought juice may contain added sugar, which can explain why it's linked to childhood obesity. Now, fruit juice is not causing childhood obesity, right? I mean, of all these fat kids out there, how many of them are drinking fresh juice? Like, none of them, okay? Or maybe store-bought juice or whatever, but honestly, how many fat children are drinking Tropicana and, fresh juice with no added sugar? Like it's not happening, right? So it's kind of a silly point to bring up. Fruit is not the reason for obesity. Fruit juice is not the reason for obesity. But it's not, yeah, fruit juice isn't as healthy as eating whole fruit, but fruit juice is still healthier than almost everything else. So they've not really mentioned that. That's what sometimes when people say, "Oh, this isn't as healthy as that," almost as if therefore that's not healthy. Like that's not the case. And then the number 5, vitamin C is a natural remedy to prevent the common cold. And they're saying, while many studies have been conducted, researchers have found little to no benefit in consuming vitamin C rich fruits, such as oranges, for the prevention of cure or common colds. However, the vitamin did seem to help those who were marathon runners, skiers and soldiers in subarctic environments. Well, I've not had a cold in a couple of years, and I don't know if it's to do with vitamin C or fruit or anything. But I used to always get a cold every year, and now I've not. And in my first year of doing raw, I did get colds, and maybe even in the first 2 years. So it kind of shows that it takes time for you to build up some healthiness to you. And yeah, vitamin C is a natural remedy. Well, I don't eat fruit for vitamin C. I eat fruit because it's delicious, because I enjoy it, because my whole being is in alignment with eating fruit, because we're fruit eaters. So I enjoy eating fruit for all those reasons. But I do think that fruit eaters probably do get less colds, but whether that's to do with vitamin C or not is unproven. So if you'd like to read more about that article, you can go to either Medical Daily or you can go to fruitfest.co.uk and click on the Fruitfest blog, and it's the first blog post up. Or I think if you just go to the front page, the blogs are on the right hand side. and it would be good to get your feedback on that. What I'm also doing today, for you that are seeing this today, is the second in the new generation of Glasgow Fruitluck group meetups, and that's tonight, which is the 27th of April, which is tonight, Friday the 27th of April, and that is at the In the Moment Yoga Centre, 72 Berkeley Street, Glasgow, at 7:30 p.m. Now, don't feel scared about coming along because you don't know anyone. Don't worry about that. You can still come. You don't have to be vegan, you don't have to be raw vegan, you don't have to be fruitarian, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to say anything or do anything in particular. There's going to be a short talk by me about the beginner's guide to a raw food diet, and there's going to be fruit, and we'd like you to bring some fruit as well to share. That's all we ask. And you can bring another person if you like. So it's a fairly small group still, but we are growing the group. So if you want to be part of that process of helping the group to grow, then certainly come along. And I look forward to seeing you there. And if you've never met me, and if you're watching this, then you can come and meet up, and maybe get your questions answered, because there's going to be quite a few relatively long-term raw vegan people there that can help answer your question, who are doing it in Glasgow, like not people doing it in Costa Rica or whatever, or somewhere like that. So come along tonight. Be good to see you. It'll be enjoyable, it'll be fun. You'll get some information from me with the talk. And share it around. It's on meetup.com. If you need more information, you can put a thing below. But you can either go to meetup.com, or on Facebook it's Glasgow. Meetup.com/Glasgow Fruitarian maybe, and Facebook I think it might be facebook.com/ well, just search for Glasgow Fruitarian on Facebook and it'll come up. So check that all out. The 5 myths fruit consumption. Some of them are myths, some of them are not so mythical. And looking forward to seeing you all tonight maybe. And as a last thing, the UK Fruit Fest. If you want to learn way more about all this stuff, UK Fruit Fest is happening 25th to the 29th of July. We have some fantastic speakers coming to teach you, like Philly Rockstina and Dr. Doug Graham, Professor Rosalind Graham, Anne Osborne, Grant Campbell, Ted Carr, Melissa Raimondi, Raw Food Romance, Tara Millen, Paul and Yulia Tarbuth from Rossum Healthy. Just an absolute first class lineup of incredible people that are coming to teach and pass on what they've learned about the raw vegan diet. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope you can come along. So check that out at fruitfest.co.uk/registration for more information on that. And prices are going to be going up soon, so make sure you take action. Okay, see you all later. Subscribe, share, let me know what you think down below, let me know what the next video should be, and don't get caught up in myths stopping you from eating more fruit. This is Ronnie telling you to stay fruity, eat more fruit, and come along tonight and enjoy your life. Bye.